chosen one. This message is not for the crowd, it's for you. If you're seeing this, it's no accident. God led you here because something is shifting in the spiritual realm, and you need to be aware. The energy around you has changed. People you once trusted now harbor silent envy. Smiles have faded into stares. Support has turned into subtle sabotage. But don't be alarmed, this is not the end. It's a divine alert. God is saying, withdraw for a moment. Step into the shadows. Let me cover you. This isn't retreat. Out of fear, it's retreat for refinement. You're not being punished, you're being protected. The attacks feel personal because your calling is powerful. The pressure is proof of your purpose. Right now, heaven is positioning you. So pull back, go silent, fast, pray. Don't defend yourself. Let silence shield you, and let God speak for you. The deeper you go in private, the higher you'll rise in public. This season isn't meant to break you, it's meant to build you. You're not being hidden to be forgotten, but to be fortified. The enemy never targets what isn't a threat. The warfare is your confirmation. Every chosen one, Jesus in the wilderness, David in the cave, Joseph in the prison, was concealed before they were crowned. And your spirit knows this is true. That's why you're still reading. This isn't information, it's divine confirmation. Before you move forward, pause. Like this message to seal your agreement. Subscribe to stand with the 1,000 chosen ones rising. Comment 99, a symbol of spiritual alignment and divine order. This isn't for the algorithm, it's for the anointing. And if you're truly chosen, you didn't read this out of curiosity, but because your spirit recognized the call. So, go underground with purpose. Let God quiet your surroundings and strengthen your soul. Because when you emerge, you won't return the same, you'll rise in power. Your comeback will roar louder than their betrayal. Your silence will speak volumes beyond their slander, and your light divine, relentless, will outshine every shadow they tried to cast. Hold on. Chosen one, heaven is not just watching, it's backing you. You need to hear this in your spirit. God is speaking, and this time, He's not whispering, He's commanding. Disappear, retreat, go quiet. Why? Because the frequency you're carrying now is too sacred, too pure, too elevated. It's unsettling people. They can't explain it, but they feel it, and it's triggering them. No, you're not crazy. The strange glances, the sudden gossip, the unspoken envy, it's all real, and it's intensifying. Because you're being promoted in the spirit before the physical world ever catches up. Your glow is visible in realms they don't understand, and that confuses them. You're exposing shadows without saying a word, and instead of choosing healing, they choose hostility. God is warning you. Step back before their chaos contaminates your calling. This isn't fear, it's sacred strategy. Don't explain, don't confront, don't perform. You're being called into divine isolation, not to be hidden, but to be transformed. Just like seeds must grow in the dark before they bloom in the light, so too must your destiny take root underground. This moment isn't rejection, it's protection. It's not punishment, it's positioning. The storm isn't here to destroy you. It's here to reveal who is truly aligned with your next chapter. Right now, your spiritual frequency has shifted. You walk into a room and conversations fall silent. You post something online and the energy changes. You're being watched, loved, hated, copied, and judged all at once. Why? Because your truth is shaking their illusions. You're not who you used to be, and they feel it in their bones. Some souls are drawn to you instinctively. They recognize you as a lifeline. Others are repelled, irritated, even hostile because your healing triggers what they've buried. It's not your fault. You're not arrogant. You're not too much. You're simply becoming everything they feared they could never be. And that's the cost of divine evolution. The more you rise, the more you will be resisted. But don't dim, don't doubt, don't shrink to fit old spaces. You were never meant to blend in. You were born to shift atmospheres, and right now your presence is doing just that. Your energy is alive. Your light is undeniable, and your purpose is in motion. Your comeback will roar louder than their betrayal. Your silence will speak volumes beyond their slander. And your light divine, relentless, will outshine every shadow they tried to cast. Hold on, chosen one. Heaven is not just watching, it's backing you. You need to hear this in your spirit. God is speaking, and this time, He's not whispering, He's commanding. Disappear, retreat, go quiet. Why? Because the frequency you're carrying now is too sacred, too pure, too elevated. It's unsettling people. They can't explain it, but they feel it, and it's triggering them. No, you're not crazy. The strange glances, the sudden gossip, the unspoken envy, it's all real, and it's intensifying. Because you're being promoted in the spirit before the physical world ever catches up. Your glow is visible in realms they don't understand, and that confuses them. You're exposing shadows without saying a word, and instead of choosing healing, they choose hostility. God is warning you, step back before their chaos contaminates your calling. This isn't fear, it's sacred strategy. Don't explain, don't confront, don't perform. You're being called into divine isolation, not to be hidden, but to be transformed. Just like seeds must grow in the dark before they bloom in the light, so too must your destiny take root underground. This moment isn't rejection, it's protection. It's not punishment, it's positioning. The storm isn't here to destroy you. It's here to reveal who is truly aligned with your next chapter. Right now, your spiritual frequency has shifted. You walk into a room and conversations fall silent. You post something online and the energy changes. You're being watched, loved, hated, copied, and judged all at once. Why? Because your truth is shaking their illusions. You're not who you used to be, and they feel it in their bones. Some souls are drawn to you instinctively. They recognize you as a lifeline. Others are repelled, irritated, and even hostile because your healing triggers what they've buried. It's not your fault. You're not arrogant. You're not too much. You're simply becoming everything they feared they could never be. And that's the cost of divine evolution. The more you rise, the more you will be resisted. But don't dim, don't doubt, don't shrink to fit old spaces. You were never meant to blend in. You were born to shift atmospheres. And right now your presence is doing just that. Your energy is alive. Your light is undeniable. And your purpose is in motion. Your energy is doing what words cannot pull in the right souls and pushing the wrong ones into revelation. Don't be alarmed when people suddenly grow distant, cold, or critical. It's not personal, it's spiritual. Your aura is unmasking their illusions. Without speaking, your presence exposes their insecurity, their hidden jealousy, their unresolved pain. What they're reacting to isn't arrogance, it's alignment. And alignment threatens anything still out of order. This is spiritual law. Energy never lies. What you're radiating now is the result of private refinement, the prayers no one saw, the tears you never shared, the nights you chose faith when doubt surrounded you. That glow you carry, it's earned. It doesn't seek permission. It doesn't wait for applause. It simply shines. But not everyone is ready for that light. Some will run. Some will resist. Some will attempt to dim you because they can't explain what awakens in them when they're near you. Don't internalize their discomfort. You're not too much. You're not changing for the worse. You're finally becoming who God always designed you to be. And when you carry divine light, you become a mirror. And mirrors reveal truth. So instead of asking why they act this way, ask, what is my energy showing them about themselves? That's the burden and the power of the chosen. Your light doesn't just illuminate, it activates. And that activation unsettles the unhealed. This next part may sting, but it's necessary. Not everyone cheering for you is sincere. Some clap in public but curse in silence. Some smile to your face but sink when you rise. And the closer they are to your history, the more threatened they feel by your growth. Pay attention to the silence when your blessings arrive, to the tone when your name is mentioned. It's not in your head. Betrayal rarely comes from enemies, it comes from the familiar. Your evolution threatens their control. Your success highlights their stagnation. They don't miss you, they miss who you were before the transformation, when they felt superior, needed, and comfortable. But hear this. You are under no obligation to shrink for anyone's insecurity. Let their masks fall. Let their envy speak. Let their absence reveal their heart. This revelation is painful, but it is divine. God is not punishing you, He's protecting you. Because what's coming next in your life is too holy to be surrounded by hidden enemies. This next elevation will require loyalty, purity, and spiritual clarity. And for that, God is calling you. Underground, not in fear, but in sacred strategy. To retreat from noise, to step away from performance, to return to stillness. Right now, your spirit is too exposed, and your calling is too sensitive to be left unguarded. This is your cocoon, the place where your wings will form. Far from critics and chaos, you are not disappearing, you are being refined. You are not hiding, you are being hidden by God Himself. And when you re-emerge, you won't just rise, you'll soar. This is the sacred place where your next level is being forged, not in applause, but but in isolation, and yes, it feels lonely. It feels like exile. You'll question your worth. You'll wonder if you're being punished. But listen closely. God always hides what He's preparing to reveal in glory. You're not being cast out. You're being carved into something unshakable. This is your moment to withdraw. Pull back from empty conversations. Decline invitations that don't nourish your soul. Guard your time like treasure. Protect your spirit like it holds destiny, because it does. Retreat into silence, into nature, into prayer, into journaling. Reconnect with your purpose. Realign with the voice of God. The world may guilt you for pulling away, but remember, they're not the ones God is preparing to elevate. You are, and elevation demands insulation. This is your divine strategy season. There's sacred strength in solitude that most fear, but the chosen are called to lean in. While the world sees isolation as loneliness, God sees it as His workshop, as the sacred chamber, where the soul is refined, where wounds are healed, where vision is restored. If you feel detached from everyone, it's not rejection, it's preparation. God silences the noise so you can hear the whisper. In the quiet, He reveals what couldn't be heard in the crowd. He'll separate your voice from His ego, from assignment, culture from truth, and in that stillness, He downloads blueprints. He uncovers the wounds that need closing. You are not forgotten. You are being cradled in divine hands, wrapped in the frequency of purpose. Isolation is not disconnection, it's deep reconnection. So let your phone stay dry. Let the invitations fade. Let the silence last long enough for you to outgrow who you used to be. The world is loud, but real transformation is silent. Like the butterfly in its cocoon, the process is invisible until it's undeniable. And when this season ends, you won't just come back, you'll emerge, rebuilt, reinforced, reborn. You feel it already, the judgment, the side eyes, the tension from those who once celebrated you. They say you've changed, and they're right. But instead of honoring your evolution, they try to guilt you into shrinking. They don't want you small, they want you familiar, because your growth exposes their stagnation. Your healing reveals their need for attention. And so they mock, they minimize, they gossip. Not because you're wrong, but because you're evidence. That change is possible, and that truth terrifies them. But hear this, chosen one, if you're being criticized for evolving, it means you're finally walking in authenticity, and people always resist what they secretly admire but can't access. You're not here to be liked, you're here to lead. You're not here to conform, you're here to awaken the criticism. That's your confirmation, that resistance. That's the echo of breakthrough. Don't run from it. Stand inside it and rise. You are not being left out, you are being set apart. The criticism you're facing, it's just resistance trembling as your spirit breaks free. Keep going, keep growing. Let your transformation speak louder than their fear. You've outgrown the space that once felt like home. That's why everything feels off, why conversations now drain you. Relationships feel unbalanced, and familiar places suddenly feel unsafe. God is pruning your life not to punish you, but to make space for alignment, space for elevation, space for the next version of you. You are not shrinking, you're expanding, and the old circle can't contain the new calling. Some of the people around you were never meant for the healed, awakened, and confident you. They were assigned to your brokenness, your doubt, your delay. But now, your spirit is rising, your vision is widening, and anyone who resists that growth is being divinely removed. Don't hold on to what God is trying to subtract, because in every season of subtraction, God brings a season of sacred replacement. Trust the separation. It's not abandonment, it's divine preservation. God is building you in isolation because the platform He's preparing for you is holy, and not everyone is qualified to stand beside you. So stop begging people to stay. Stop explaining your glow to those committed to misunderstanding it. Let go in peace, because the ones meant for your mountaintop won't be clinging to your valley. You are not ordinary. Your energy isn't either. You are sending out frequencies, potent, spiritual signals that shift atmospheres. That's why you feel under attack. Not everyone around you has pure intentions. Some don't want your friendship, they want access to your light. They feed on your calm, drain your strength, and leave you spiritually bankrupt. And if you don't protect your energy, you'll lose your way. So hear this clearly, your energy is sacred currency. Stop offering discounts to those who haven't earned it. Saying no isn't selfish, it's wise. Cancel plans, set boundaries, rest without apology as your light intensifies. Your protection must too. Not everyone deserves access. Some are sent to bless, others are sent to drain. Discernment is what separates spiritual peace from depletion. Guard your frequency like your life depends on it, because it does. You're not just walking a path, you're engaged in a spiritual war. And that battle isn't against people, it's against energies and forces designed to delay your destiny. If it feels like all hell broke loose the moment you chose growth, it's because you chose right. Now stay the course. The attack confirms the anointing. This isn't coincidence, it's confirmation. You're setting off spiritual alarms because the enemy never attacks what isn't a threat. That pressure you feel, the sudden fatigue, the mood swings, the negativity out of nowhere, that's not random. That's resistance. That's the spiritual realm reacting to your rising alignment. Your prayers are shaking foundations. Your focus is creating disruption in places unseen, and now, forces of confusion and distraction are trying to intercept what God is doing in you. But you were made for this. You are not fragile, you are armed. Not with fists, but with faith, fire, and divine focus. Speak life over your path. Declare victory before you see it. Anoint your space. Fast with intention. Pray with authority. You are not a victim of warfare, you are the weapon, and this battle, it's already won. Your job is to endure the process. The warfare is proof that breakthrough is near. Stay grounded, stay vigilant, stay in alignment. The enemy may circle, but he cannot stop what heaven has already ordained. This isn't just a metaphor. Going underground is a sacred strategy. It's not hiding, it's preparation. It's your return to the womb of purpose, to the inner sanctum where clarity is reborn, where breath and spirit align. First, withdraw, not from life, but from noise. Stop oversharing. Let your moves go mute. Silence is now sacred. Let your momentum be felt, not explained. Second, build a sanctuary around you physically, mentally, spiritually. Clean your space. Create room for prayer, for fasting, for solitude. Cut contact with low vibration energies, not from pride, but from spiritual intelligence. You are undergoing spiritual surgery, and surgery demands sterility. You don't owe access to everyone. Not now. Not while you're still forming, still rising. Protect the process. Protect the frequency. Finally, invest in your inner world. Read what feeds your soul. Write down the divine downloads. Don't just pray to speak, pray to hear. Blueprints are being whispered right now, and if you're too busy performing, you'll miss them. This underground phase is your sacred shelter, a womb of wisdom. Don't resist it. Don't rush it. The deeper you go now, the higher you'll soar when the time comes. You are not being buried. You are being planted. And when you rise, it will be undeniable. I know it feels like silence, like exile, like you've been forgotten while others shine. But listen, what God is doing in you is root work. And roots always grow before the bloom. Don't mistake silence for abandonment. God hasn't forgotten you. He's hiding you. Not to delay you, but to develop you. Because what He's building in you isn't just for now, it's for generations to come. This isolation isn't punishment. It's a sacred pause, temporary on the surface, but eternal in what it's shaping inside of you. Right here, in this quiet place, you are not just changing, you are being rebuilt, rewired, refined. What's falling away? The relationships, the habits, the mindsets, the fears. It's divine surgery. And when this process is done, you won't recognize yourself. Neither will those who once counted you out. They thought your silence meant defeat, but it was divine development. Hold the line. Keep showing up, even in the dark. Be faithful behind closed doors. Speak life over yourself when no one else does, because what's being forged in this fire will emerge untouchable. This season is preparing you for public impact, but the real transformation is happening in the shadows. And when the curtain finally lifts, you won't just be seen, you'll be felt. You'll walk into rooms and shift atmospheres, not from ego, but from divine authority. Your glow will be different, your presence unshakable, the wisdom deeper, the respect undeniable, not because you demanded it, but because you became it. Influence will follow you, not because you chased platforms, but because platforms will call for you. You'll carry a presence that doesn't beg to be noticed, it simply can't be ignored. A voice in the wilderness, a light on a hill, a force that shifts dimensions. But never forget, this didn't come easy. It was paid for in silence, birthed in solitude, purchased with obedience. You died two versions of yourself others tried to hold on to. And now, something holy is rising. So when you re-emerge, don't shrink, don't explain, don't apologize. Walk in boldness, speak with fire. Move in faith. You're not searching anymore, you've been summoned. You're not overlooked, you've been ordained. And the world has been waiting for this version of you. You prayed for a breakthrough, but you didn't realize this is it. Breakthroughs don't always come with trumpets and celebration. Sometimes they come disguised as isolation, as endings, as heartbreak, as silence, and still you endured. That was the breakthrough. God has been answering your prayer, not loudly, but precisely, quietly, powerfully, and now. Your silence is about to echo in places your voice has never been. God is rearranging your life behind the scenes, removing what no longer serves your calling, aligning divine connections, preparing doors you didn't even know were locked. This is the moment where heaven kisses earth on your behalf. You're not being elevated because of performance, but because of positioning. You stayed faithful in silence. You obeyed when no one saw. You didn't compromise when you could have folded. You endured when quitting felt easier. And now the shift is here. The invisible hand of God is lifting you spiritually, emotionally, financially, socially. And when it happens, no one will be able to take the credit. What you're stepping into isn't just favor, it's destiny. You were born for this, built for this, chosen for this right now. Your name is being whispered in rooms your feet haven't entered. Your gifts are being recalled by people with influence. Your anointing is unlocking realms that your bloodline has never accessed. Doesn't fear the elevation, embrace it, own it, honor it. This is the divine breakout you've prayed for, and it's not coming someday, it's happening now. After all the tears, silence, warfare, and pruning, you're about to emerge not just alive, but undeniable, a walking miracle. You won't just survive, you'll shine. Not just be inspired, you'll ignite others. You will be living proof of what God can do with a surrendered soul. You'll carry the weight of wisdom, the glow of grace, and the fragrance of purpose. People won't just see you, they'll feel you. Your presence will speak before you ever open your mouth. Get ready, soul. This spotlight isn't for ego, it's for function. Your story is about to unlock someone else's prison. Your scars will preach. Your transformation will testify. You don't need a pulpit to be prophetic. Your existence will be the sermon. It will shout, God still transforms. God still elevates. God still chooses the unlikely. You are the evidence. Prepare not for applause, but for assignment. You're about to be called forward. You're about to be seen, but this time, not for your pain, for your purpose. The world will ask how you made it through, but you'll know. It was the underground. It was obedience. It was grace. You are the miracle. And now you're ready for the world to witness what heaven already declared. This is your time. But understand, when your light grows too bright for dark rooms, resistance is inevitable. You've felt it, the friction, the tension, the strange hostility. The ones who used to clap are now quiet. The spiritual warfare is real and it's intensifying. Not because you've done something wrong, but because your presence is provoking strongholds. You're no longer hidden, and that makes you a target. So don't be shocked when people turn on you for no reason, when loved ones grow cold. This isn't rejection, it's revelation. The light in you is waking things in them, and that means you're right on schedule. When supporters turn into skeptics, when your name becomes a whisper in rooms heavy with envy, don't take it personal. It's not personal, it's spiritual. Your elevation has disrupted comfort zones. Your growth has unsettled that content with stagnation. The anointing on your life is starting to manifest, and it's exposing everything not rooted in truth. This is not the time to react. This is the time to retreat, not in weakness, but in wisdom, not in fear, but in faith. Because when the noise grows louder, God often whispers, "Come away with me." The higher your calling, the more sacred your preparation must be. And right now, that preparation demands silence. This is your underground season spiritually, emotionally, digitally. Stop explaining your quiet. Stop defending your distance. You owe no one an update on the holy reconstruction God is doing in your soul. What looks like hiding is divine strategy. What feels like isolation is heaven's covering. Your withdrawal isn't defeat, it's refinement. Don't let chaos pull you out of character. Don't waste your fire on what was never meant to carry your flame. Don't shrink yourself for people who were never built to hold your expansion. The resistance you're feeling isn't failure, it's frequency. Your transformation is disturbing the spirits that can't coexist with your destiny. That's why the pressure has peaked. But pressure doesn't break the chosen, it births them. Silence is now your weapon, solitude, your sanctuary. Let God speak for you. Let your obedience answer questions your words never could. Let your glow say what your mouth no longer needs to. You don't need to prove who you are. You need to protect who you're becoming. Fast. Pray desolator, your space and your spirit. Log off. Go dark. And just watch how clarity returns. Watch how peace settles where anxiety once lived. Sometimes, the only way to protect destiny is to disappear from distraction. This isn't erasure, it's fortification. Divine obscurity is not rejection. It's the workshop of purpose. Guard your gates. What you hear, what you see, who you allow in, because everything isn't content. Some things are contamination, and chosen one. This season isn't about popularity, it's about purpose. And purpose demands purity, precision, and power. These don't come from platforms, they come from caves. So go there, go into your cave, rest, listen, he'll receive. Let God sharpen your discernment, cleanse your vision, and anoint your next step. Because when you return, and you will, you won't come back the same. You'll come back called.